look at the totality of Greg Popovich's career, obviously 1,336 career wins, multiple NBA championships. He's a gold medalist. When you think about the all-time greats, when you think about the all-time list, where does Greg Popovich rank, and how does his coaching style kind of differ from some of the other guys on that list? Like when you think of Phil Jackson, you think of Pat Riley.
So for me, I grew up a Bulls fan, a 90s Bulls fan. That's what got me into sports to begin with. So I was a huge Chicago Bulls fan, loved everything about the 90s, loved everything about Michael Jordan. I grew up in the South Side of Chicago. So growing up, I still am a huge fan of Phil Jackson. I love Phil Jackson. He's taken the Bulls all the way to the top. He's taken the Lakers all the way to the top. But I have to give the edge to Greg Popovich. And I think Greg Popovich is the greatest coach of all time. And that's subjective to everybody's opinion. But the reason why I give Greg Popovich the edge is because he did not have the assets that the Chicago Bulls had. You had Michael Jordan, you had Scottie Pippen, then you had Shaq, then you have Kobe. These are arguably some of the greatest players of all time. Greg Popovich had to build his assets through the draft or build his assets a different way. You know, they sent everybody through the G League, through their system. They had a system to train all their players, to build them up, and they created a team that was built, not bought. And he's been able to sustain his longevity with one team throughout several decades. So if I had to give the edge up of greatest coach of all time, even though I am a Bulls lover and I am a Phil Jackson super fan, I do give the edge to Greg Popovich for that reason. Their coaching styles are different because, like I said, the way that Coach Popovich, he coaches through the G League, then he brings them up and then he'll put them back in the G League and bring them out. And I be telling people on air all the time that this is like Diddy making the band. Like he shuts the studio down every time you think you're about to hit the court and be on the main stage, then he'll send you back to the G League and back and forth. With Phil Jackson, his style was totally different. He was more zen and he didn't care about the troublemakers as long as they performed well on court. So there's a ton of differences, and with every single coaching style, especially with the triangle offense with Phil Jackson and then with the beautiful passing game that Greg Popovich created. There's so many differences, but definitely give the edge to Greg Popovich. So shout out to him. Congratulations to him.